Hey everyone, coming at you from my barn today. Um, as I normally take Fridays off, I've been not off because things have been a little bit busy. I've spent a bunch of time with Lisa Fluke getting ready for worship for Sunday. You'll get it in your email, and um, I feel really silly doing it. I've been watching a little bit with Lori, and she tells me I need to just get over myself. So be it. Um, this barn, which is kind of an odd place, it's a little chilly out right here, but it's kind of a refuge. Um, it's kind of a place where I can escape my family, who I love dearly, but sometimes you just need a little bit of a break. And as we kind of quarantine together, we've been spending a lot of time together today because I've been in the office all day long for the past, well, all week. I moved my office home today because poor Lori's been having Hannah far too much for anyone's sanity. Even though she is a lovely little girl, there are just so many times you can play the same games and read the same books and watch someone flip and tramp and do every single little trick you can do in the living room. So I came home and set up my office and promptly decided to come out to the barn to talk to you because it was just too much inside. I have a feeling some of you are probably feeling this. If you've got little ones you're spending time with, I'm sure you're feeling this. I normally feel that even after a weekend, but I have a feeling that a lot of you who aren't used to this are probably sitting around waiting for something to change or to happen so that you can get out and about. We've taken a walk today. We have done some cleaning. We've done some baking. We did some banana muffins this morning. Trying to kind of keep the boredom at bay. I've been doing a lot of thinking about my barn, strangely, because it is such a refuge. It's a place where I can go to get away from everything else. And even in the midst of a busy day, whether it's crazy things going on with family or with church or whatever else, the barn, my shop, is a place where I can just be, and I'm pretty much left alone. So rather than going on and on about how delightful my barn is, although it is, I have an assignment for you, if you will. Starting probably Monday next week, I'm going to start calling people. I'm just going to grab my directory and I'm just going to kind of close my eyes, put my finger down, and I'm going to call you. And I hope it doesn't sound like the principal's calling you to the office or anything like that. But it occurs to me that there are lots of people who could use a good word, who could use a moment of refuge in that conversation, knowing that there's someone at church that cares. So your challenge, your assignment, your job, if you will, give somebody you ordinarily wouldn't call. Not a family member, not someone you sit in a pew next to every single Sunday, but someone you wouldn't ordinarily know and call and do things with, and give them a call just to check in on them. Call up and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I know I didn't see you at church this week. Ha ha. And I just wondered how things were going in your house. I have a feeling as this may drag on longer and longer, as I watch Illinois closing everything until mid-April, and you have other places that have shut down school through the end of the school year already. This is not going to be a 2-week fix. This is going to take a lot of work for us to be the community we have been called to be the family of St. Paul's. So get your directory. And if you don't have one, I will email you. Don't worry. But get your directory out. Call someone. Call 10 people. If you're not doing a whole lot, you could just spend the whole day calling people and checking in. It's a good thing to be remembered. It's an even better thing to talk to someone when you're feeling a little bit isolated. So my hope for you this weekend, as I go and pick up my fish fry from Judy's in a styrofoam box rather than having it piping fresh. But regardless, my hope for you this weekend is that you can find a moment of peace, that you can find a place of refuge, a shelter from the storm, where you might just be able to sit and be at peace. And even though it may not feel like it right this moment, know that God is with you in everything we do. So my friends, have a good weekend. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow. Definitely will catch you Sunday. And until then,